So throughout all the debates and conversations I've had about the Catholic Church, I would literally not be able to tell you how many times I've been told that the church is corrupt. So when we start to look at the integrity of the church, we see this progression of Christ to Peter to all the following popes, where there's been a succession and doctrine and teachings have been taught, both written and oral, as referenced in First Thessalonians 2:15. So we see this preservation. And then so when I think of integrity, I typically think of personal integrity. I think of myself and holding myself accountable to the things that I've committed myself to do, whether it's, a workout or diet plan, whether it's, the stuff on my tattoo like I talked about last week, whatever it may be, I think of personal integrity. So when I start to think of, when that expands into the integrity of the church, in the Holy Gospel today in John 15, Christ says, "Remain in me as I remain in you, and if you do not remain in me, you will be thrown out." So when Christ talks about, so in the New Testament it talks about how together we will worship in spirit and in truth, of one mind and in one spirit, that we actually, when we remain in Christ, we are fulfilling the commandments that he has instructed us to do. Love the Lord your God, but then also love your neighbor as yourself. And that golden rule of do unto others as we would have them do unto us. So when we review this week with the Baltimore riot and everything else, having a personal reflection of how would we be responding? How would we be doing unto others as they would have us do unto them in the context of a Christian? Because Christians are set apart in that we are called to love our enemies and pray for those who persecute us. And so how are we going about maintaining that part of the integrity of the church? Because those are the particular instances that actually drive people away from the church, where they say, you say you're a Christian, but you don't act the part, so therefore I don't believe that the church is right, when really people act out of the way that the church actually teaches we should act every day, which that's no place for me or anyone to judge, but simply just not following the rules, and therefore people see it as, well, that's what the church teaches. And it's like, no, not really. Like, the church actually has teachings, and some people, it just doesn't always line up because we're human, and humans ourselves are corrupt. But when we start to review the integrity of the church, the integrity of doctrine, the preservation of the body and blood of Christ, that we can consume and remain in Christ and allow him to actually change our lives, that's when the real opportunity comes about. And that's where real integrity of the church starts, because then, as his holy people, we are moving forward in the way that he so desires us to. So continue to pray for everyone over in Baltimore, and I've been praying and thinking about just everything that's been going on. So I really encourage you to, don't be disheartened and keep our chins up as Christians and just keep on keeping on and doing what we do best when we actually try. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a really blessed Pentecost Sunday, and I'll see you again next week, and I'll chat with you in the comments. Okay, bye.